You know what this is, right? Hashtag chai is love. Alright, let's go. Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. OnePlus Nord, a phone which created a hype which not a lot of phones can do. And that's because OnePlus did one hell of a job in terms of marketing this product, and their target audience was just perfect. So they did a very good job with the marketing of this product, and hats off to the marketing team. Now before I went ahead and bought the OnePlus Nord for review, I saw a lot of reviews of the same on YouTube, and almost 80 to 90% of those reviews said that the cameras on the OnePlus Nord are subpar. So obviously I wanted to test out the camera myself and validate this statement whether or not the camera experience is any good. So I took my time, almost 20 days, gathered my thoughts, shot a lot of photos in all sorts of conditions, also videos, and finally I'm making my full camera review of the OnePlus Nord. So sit back, relax, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Now before we move forward, this video is brought to you by Capes India. Capes India makes some of the most high quality and precise skins out there. Recently they have launched this new series of camo skins which includes a bunch of colors like blue camo, white camo, military camo and pink camo. My personal favorite is white camo. It looks really beautiful, especially with the grey OnePlus Nord. That combination is just perfect. You can customize your phone in whatever way you want, and they also provide skins for your charger. So don't forget to check out Capes India by clicking the link in the description box below, and as a bonus to all of you guys, you can avail a 10% discount by using the code TECHNOLOBE10. Alright, first things first, let's talk about the camera hardware on OnePlus Nord. OnePlus Nord comes with a quad camera setup on the rear side, a 48 megapixel primary camera with an aperture of f1.75. This is the Sony IMX586 camera. Apart from that, there's an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Honestly, the last two cameras, the 2 megapixel macro one and the depth sensor, are straight up useless. OnePlus has included those cameras just to claim a quad camera setup. This is not a good move. I would have loved to see a good telephoto camera instead of those useless macro and depth sensors. So maybe in the next generation they can include a telephoto camera. Anyway, what about the actual photos? Let's start by talking about daylighting conditions. When you give the primary camera a lot of light, it shines. The dynamic range is excellent. The photos are not overexposed nor are they underexposed. The exposure is right and the dynamic range is excellent. The 48 megapixel resolution also helps in retaining a lot of detail. So even if you crop into the photo after shooting it, you will not lose a lot of detail, and that is excellent if you want to frame your photos after you've shot them. So sometimes in editing you have to crop in and get the right frame. You can easily do that with the OnePlus Nord. When it comes to the colors, I was surprised because OnePlus 8 does not capture the best colors, but OnePlus Nord does capture very good colors. The colors are true to life, they are not too oversaturated, and that's exactly how I like them. Now what about white balance? When it comes to white balance, there are some inconsistencies. I would say 8 out of 10 times the white balance is right, but the remaining 2 times the white balance is off. So it is inconsistent, but it is not that inconsistent. It can easily be fixed via a software update, and maybe OnePlus will provide that soon. Now that was the main camera. What about ultra wide angle camera? Ultra wide angle camera is also pretty good in terms of daylighting conditions. I was surprised by the ultra wide angle camera. I did not have high hopes for it, but it did outperform the Redmi K20 Pro as well. I did a comparison between the OnePlus Nord and Redmi K20 Pro, and the ultra wide angle camera is better on the OnePlus Nord. It is really good in terms of capturing the colors, the perspective is good, but the images are a little soft. I would have loved to see more detail in there. The images are definitely soft, but in terms of daylighting conditions, it is not that bad. Moving on, let's talk about portrait mode. Portrait mode is a hit or a miss on this phone. Most of the times portrait mode does not work as you would expect it to, and that is bad. It does have a dedicated depth sensor, but even after that portrait mode is not good. That was daylighting conditions. Let's move our attention towards artificial lighting conditions. When it comes to artificial or indoor lighting conditions, the primary camera does perform really good. But here's the deal. The white balance is very inconsistent in terms of indoor or artificial lighting conditions. Earlier in terms of daylighting conditions, I said that 8 out of 10 times it's correct, but here 6 out of 10 times it's correct, and now it's an issue. So OnePlus needs to fix this issue via a software update. The white balance is very inconsistent in terms of artificial lighting conditions. But apart from that, the exposure is right, the dynamic range is excellent, the detail level is good, and the photos do turn out to be good when the white balance is right. So again, OnePlus should provide a software update. Now the ultra wide angle camera struggles in terms of artificial lighting conditions. The images are very soft, and that is the main problem. The images are soft and do not look good at all. So the perspective is good, but the images are not that great. Okay, this gets me to low lighting conditions or nighttime. OnePlus Nord does come with a dedicated night mode called as Nightscape, and it works really well 8 out of 10 times. So 8 out of 10 times you will get very good photos, but again the remaining 2 times the white balance is completely off, or the image is overexposed, or the colors are just way off. So it is inconsistent and you cannot know it before taking the picture. So because of Snapdragon 765G processor, it takes a couple of seconds extra, and after it's done processing, you realize that the image is not good. So you have to wait until it's processed, and that takes a couple of extra seconds. Now one good thing over here is that the ultra wide angle camera also has support for Nightscape. So essentially you can shoot good pictures in low lighting conditions with the ultra wide angle camera as well. So you will get good pictures if you use Nightscape. Now let's move our attention towards the front side of things. Here we have a dual camera setup, a 32 megapixel primary camera and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Yes, a useful front ultra wide angle camera. Now you can fit all your friends and all your family members into that one big selfie, and that is excellent. If you ask me what about the actual image quality, well, I was disappointed. With the primary camera as well as the ultra wide angle camera, the selfies are soft, dynamic range is bad, skin tone is off, and there is shutter lag. So shutter lag is the time between you take the photo and the photo being actually clicked. That is shutter lag, and it is quite noticeable with the OnePlus Nord. So if you click the photo and immediately move your phone, then you are going to get a blurred photo. So shutter lag is noticeable. If someone from OnePlus is watching this, please fix this issue ASAP. But overall, yes, I am disappointed with the front camera. Now this gets me to video shooting. So the primary 48 megapixel camera is optically stabilized, and that's why you get very stable videos. In terms of resolution and frame rates, you can shoot up to 4K at 30 FPS. Now what about the video quality? Video quality from the OnePlus Nord is excellent. You can shoot some really good videos in terms of daylighting conditions and also in terms of low lighting conditions. Honestly, I was surprised by the video capabilities of this phone. It's a very good phone for shooting videos, at least for the price point. So no complaints whatsoever in shooting videos. Now you might be wondering I'm not talking about the macro camera. That's because the macro camera is straight up trash. It is not good by any means, and I did not like it at all. It's so bad that I did not want to use it at all. So it's a useless camera. You might as well just put a sticker on it. It's that bad. Okay, to sum it all up, if you come to me and ask a simple question, hey Harsh, is the OnePlus Nord any good in terms of the camera? I'm gonna say yes, it is good, but if you consider the overall package. If you single out the camera, then it is not good for the price point. But if you consider the entire package, then yes, you can adjust with the camera. If you don't care about the other things in the package like the 90Hz Fluid AMOLED display or the OnePlus experience with Oxygen OS, then you can buy the Poco X2 and save up some money, because Poco X2 will give you a similar camera experience, if not better. Now obviously there is room for improvement, and I hope that OnePlus will keep improving the camera experience with software updates, and as and when that happens, as and when a major software update comes along, I will make an update video. That's why stay tuned, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. We are very close to 1 lakh or 100k subscribers, and I cannot wait. So please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, that's been it. This was a very quick camera review of the OnePlus Nord. Do let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. And if you haven't yet, please hit that like button. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.